Okay, so this is hopefully going to be a quick tutorial about using the Bandlab app to do chords. So hopefully by now you should have a rhythm in place in your Bandlab project, and we're going to be adding some chords to that today. So this is a bit fiddly, but I'm just going to try and get right. Okay, so if I go onto my menu, I can open up my Bandlab app, which hopefully you can see. I tried to keep the room a bit dark, but no more. Okay, right. Okay, so opens up there, and if you've got an existing project, which I'm hoping that you guys have, you can go to the little folder on the bottom right hand side, and I will open up all your existing projects. If you don't have an existing project or you didn't save it or anything last time, then you'll need to click the red button to start a new project. So I'm going to start from the beginning, so by clicking the red button, but if you've got your existing project, it should be in that little folder, your little library just there. So big red button to start a new project for this one, and I'm going to scroll to the right and go on MIDI instruments. So MIDI instruments is what I'm wanting to add, and I'm going to look at the top, and you can see it says Creator Kits. I'm going to scroll along and I'm going to do drums. Now, at this point, you guys will have already done drums. I'm just going to quickly add in something just as if I was starting completely from scratch. So I've already downloaded the Classic Rock drum kit, so I'm going to click on that. And this little drum pad, which I'm going to turn my volume up, there we go, is quite handy, but it's not what we're looking for today. I want the little pencil and lines button just down in the bottom right hand corner. So I'll click on that, and this is now my step sequencer. This is my grid. So it's going to be easier now to turn it horizontally. So I'm just going to quickly write in a quick drum rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's put in some snare beats on 2 and 4, and then we'll do some hi-hat. Oops, that's in the wrong place. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to do this diagonally and it's been a bit kind of fiddly. Right, I'm going to turn my loop on. So this sounds like this. There we go, so that's my drum rhythm in place. So now that I have done that, I'm going to go, where is it? Is it this top? Yeah, so if I click the little drop down thing at the top, it kind of takes me back out of that. The little cloud button in the top right hand corner means I can save. So I'm going to save this as, I'm going to call it drum beat. You will obviously call it something more imaginative. Click next. Click done, click save. There we go. So that's now saved. Now, if I am trying to get, what is it? If I click this down, yeah. So if I click the drop down button there in the top right hand corner, this is now my my editor, and I can see that I've got my bar, my purple bar of drum rhythm just there. So I can select that and I can loop it and choose to loop that for. I'm going to loop it all the way for 8 bars. So let's scroll along and drag that all the way to 8 bars. So that's 8 bars of my drum rhythm now. I'm going to move that in a little bit so you can see, or hopefully you can see. I'm trying to tilt it so that the light just means that you can see. Anyway, so that's 8 bars of my drum rhythm. Now on the left hand side, I click on plus, and it gives me options for the different things that I want to add in. And we are sticking with, if I scroll down, MIDI instruments, which is the green one right at the bottom, and you can't see that at all because that just looks white. Right, well, it's the green one at the bottom. Every time something comes up as white on here, you can't really see it, which is a bit irritating, but there you go. So click on the green button at the bottom, and it takes you back to this menu, as in what you want to add in, and I'm going to scroll along this time and select keyboards. So keyboards is what I'm looking for. So I've already downloaded one of these sound packages, so I'm just going to find which one I've already downloaded. Where are we? There it is. So Simple Organ I've downloaded. You can download any, don't mind. And as soon as I've selected that, it pops up with my keyboard. There we go. Obviously been able to play this. It labels which one is a C. So if you're not sure, if you're looking for your A, for example, you can just count up from a C. So I'm going to go C, D, E, F, G, A. So that one is my A. So if you're not sure which keys are which, it labels the C, and you can just count up from whichever one you want. I can play chords, so I can use my 3 notes at a time. So if I use my fingers here, I can go C, E, G. That's my major chord, my C major chord, F chord, G chord, and A minor chord there. One last thing before I record this next section. It's really important that you've got a count in before you start playing, because you need just a couple of beats just to make sure you're all lined up and in place. So at the top, you'll notice you've got a little sound wave icon, which we're on at the moment, a little feather icon for making notes and lyrics and jotting down little things like that, and these settings little cogwheel. If I scroll down in my little cogwheel there is an option. So it says recording, count in. So I want that to be set to 2 bars. So that's the maximum. It gives me enough time to kind of get ready to do my recording. So anyway, back to my little sound wave thing at the top. And then that brings me back here. I'm going to go to the bottom right hand corner and put my metronome on. So I've got a click there to count me in. Excuse me. And then I should be able to press record and go. So I'm going to go for a C major, an F major, and then what am I going to do? Oh, no, I'm going to go C, G, F, and then I'm going to have a little A minor to G at the end. You'll hear it, but here we go. So we should have a count in. That did not work. Hang on 1 second.